Hey folks, it's Kai here. Holy smokes. This last week has been amazing. So much fun, all Pride related. It was Pride week in Vancouver. And I just was going over the lists in my mind and I was like, holy crap. I mean, it's just been go, go, go the whole time. And it was a super meaningful Pride for me in that this is my first time with a full understanding of who I really am, and a full recognition of that, and just kind of, yeah, ready to show the world. And so, some of the things that I did this week were attend Pride Proclamation, which was super interesting because some of the reflections that, leaders in the queer community provided were related to trans issues. There's a real big focus, that and the international stuff related to Russia and Africa and so forth. So it's really interesting that now there's more attention on this really important issue that still requires quite a bit of work even here in Canada. So that was encouraging to hear. And then to see the raising of the flag at City Hall was pretty cool. And Mayor Gregor Robertson had some really fantastic words to say. I posted a clip of that. And then I went to an all-body swim, which is a really cool program that's put on by folks in the trans and gender variant community here, basically at a local swimming pool. And it's for not just trans bodies or gender variant bodies, but also for any body type that is atypical and might garner stares or comments or some sort of discrimination in public spaces where people are a little bit more shy or are just very self-conscious and need a really safe space. And so it was really cool to kind of just hang out with people that I know and meet new people, and I was volunteering, and it's just a really cool event, and I enjoy that. And there was, various parties of all kinds of sorts, including one earlier in the week. I went to the AIDS Foundation party at the Commodore, and it was just a really nice celebration and reflection on how far we've come, especially related to issues around AIDS and HIV. And then, much to my surprise and, a lot of gratitude, my mom came to one of my weekly running with my queer running group, the Vancouver Frontrunners. And it was just something else to experience my mom in my space, and for her to meet all the people that that are really near and dear to me. And I don't know, it's just like, it was so profound and so unexpected that I still have a lot of processing to do around that. And I'm really thankful that she, made the effort, and especially given all that we've gone through. And it was really cute when it came time to introduce herself to the group. There's, us, about 50 of us in a circle, and she called me her relative. And I thought that was really sweet because she didn't, I mean, it's a step. I think it's a step in the right direction in terms of, proper referencing of me, and not as her daughter, but as somebody new. Or not new, but, a new way to reference me. There's also the celebration of lights here in Vancouver, so at several on Wednesday and on Saturday there was firework displays, and that's why my mom was in town to come and check that out with me and my sister. I went to see my doctor as well, and I will most likely be getting on a higher dose of tea, so just getting the blood work going on that to make sure everything checks out so that I can hopefully accelerate some of these fantastic, exciting new changes that I've been undergoing. And I feel like my voice is really starting to solidify and go in the direction that I want it to in terms of my, what I want to do in terms of having a deeper. It's really interesting that I find, and I don't know if this is anybody else's experience, but I went to a gay sing-along on Saturday night, and um, my voice when I'm singing is much deeper than my talking voice, and so I was just like belting out the notes and like super excited, and especially when we came to the song, Les Mis, do you hear the people singing? And I don't know, and then they were waving a rainbow flag, and I was just like, it was a super touching moment for me, and I was like slightly teared up a little bit, and yeah, I really sang that one loudly, like above everybody else. So I'm sure everyone's like, what the heck is this guy doing? Anyways, so that was cool. I also went to Trans Pride, which was quite large. I was surprised. I thought it was going to maybe like 50 or so people, and it ended up being like 250 people. And, we had little signs and we were shouting stuff. And, we just kind of inserted ourselves onto the street. It wasn't anything really programmed or planned, or I don't know if it was permitted or not, but so it was a very different feel from the Vancouver Pride Society Pride Parade, and so it was really nice. And then just to see the whole cross section of the trans and gender variant community out and proud and visible, and and then afterwards there were some speeches and such at the park. So it was just really enjoyable. And for me, it's nice that, my friendship circle is growing, and I know people now, and, so it's just kind of like seeing old buddies and meeting new people and so forth. So that was a lot of fun. I also, went out to various clubs. And one night I went to the Pump Jack here in Vancouver, and this is a slightly different scene than I'm used to, but it was a lot of fun. And actually I ended up making out with a guy. And there's a lot that I digested from that whole experience. It was a lot of fun. He was super cute and a soccer player, and I would have to almost make a whole nother video on that. That was because that's now getting into my sexuality, and it's it's a very interesting exploration. But it was fun, because it's Pride, whatever. And then I had the Pride Parade yesterday, and that was such an amazing experience. So much fun. We had a dance routine with Vancouver Frontrunners, and it was 30 years, and so we were celebrating to flash dance, and we had this one thing where take your passion and make it happen. Anyways, it was a lot of fun, and we danced that like 35 times for the almost 3K stretch of the parade. So by the end, I was a little exhausted, and and I did it mostly shirtless too. I put on SPF 110, so don't worry, my scars were okay. But it was just fantastic because I was so comfortable and so happy, and I was just there to kind of be my queer self. And that's a lot of people to do that in front of. There's about 600,000 or however many thousand, hundreds of thousands of people. So I did though, and I just I was just one of the boys with my shirt off. And then I had a really, really nice evening tonight with someone, another trans fellow that I met on or through YouTube. He contacted me. He was coming into town, and so with his new wife, and it was just really pleasant to talk about a whole range of things. And anyways, just a shout out to you two. It was really pleasant, and I'm so tickled anytime I meet people in person that I connect with virtually, and I like that. Like that we have that potential. Like we support each other, if we're in geographically dispersed. But then when the opportunity arises, we can also meet in person, and that just kind of deepens and strengthens that connection, and I think that's really cool. And I continue to really benefit from that. So, needless to say, I'm a little exhausted because I was just doing so much. But I just was reflecting all day. I had kind of a really quiet day, and just how happy and just absolutely free and comfortable and um, just so I have so much joy and I'm just so thankful for it and I can't believe it sometimes and so taking off a week and just really immersing myself in Pride has been really, I don't know, delicious, I guess. You can call it that. But yeah, and I can't wait to see what's next and, what next year's Pride looks like for me. But yeah, I'm just really thankful. And yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.